Gen Xers, how do you feel being left out of every meme, and the forgotten middle child generation? I don't give two shits. We're used to being left alone. We were brought up that way. Happy to be left out of the nonsense. Oh well. Whatever. Never mind. Whatever. Better than when ZS think everyone over 30 is a boomer. I don't care. At least I can write in cursive. Fine. Leave me out of your bullshit. We have plenty of memes about us, but you probably haven't heard of them. They're pretty obscure. I was always taught, the less attention you bring to yourself, the better. It's worked in every aspect of my life so far. Why buck tradition now? Just glad to have been raised during a time when my parents didn't do every fucking thing in the world for me, and I had a lot of freedom in my childhood. Also, it was pretty cool being outside a lot and getting used to that life instead of staring at a screen all day. That was pretty rad. I never think about influences or getting likes for shit I do. I'm good with being left out of everything permanently. We are going to do what we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. Whatever. Don't care. Lol. Grateful. We're still developing a consensus on our negative judgments of the younger generations. Give us some time to get this right before we go public with it. Don't really care much. We were and still are rad. Nothing. I am chilled about it. It's the way it's always been. Even when we were in our prime, no one noticed us. We are a small generation that grew up knowing we were doomed to die along with the rest of the world in a nuclear holocaust of our parents' making. But somehow we went and got all middle-aged anyway. So, yeah, not being in memes isn't exactly a terrible fate. Considering. Thankful. We had Winona Ryder. That's way more important than this meme BS. We bitch at everyone, but not often because fuck you and the horse you rode in on. As a middle child and Gen X meh, I'll just keep my memories of JNCO jeans and new metal right where I want to be. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm good with it. People my age have been around long enough to see consistent shit sandwiches on almost every aspect of life. It's difficult to feel hard done by, but we know we don't have it good. I view Gen X as the last bulletproof generation. Okay, we weren't like the guys heading off to fight in a world war or anything. But we don't give a shit to the point where we are almost immune from insult or hyperbole. We see things for what they are, and we still have some semblance of laser eyes that can penetrate the bullshit quite easily. We also know that there's not much we can reasonably control. I don't think any of that makes a great meme. They have tried. Bless em. Don't get me wrong. I still don't want those damned kids on my lawn, and I think the music of the millennials is shit. But I don't hate millennials. I pity them. Gen X either just missed out on or just about nabbed the end of some of the most important and greatest years in recent history. Millennials missed it entirely. That sucks. It's not that they are forgotten, it's they really have nothing for us to complain about. Perfectly fine. I very much prefer flying under the radar. Meh. We didn't care then. We don't care now. I just get popcorn and enjoy watching the other generations point fingers at each other. The same as it ever was. Good. Leave me alone. I wish we would actually be quiet and forgotten. Too bad the loudest of us are out there spreading insane conspiracy theories about Hunter Biden's laptop and whatever Cannon is spouting this week. Yeah, I am looking at you. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Ted Cruz. We have no place in politics. Let the millennials take our spot instead while we stick to the arts. Personally, I just want to go back to reading zines and watching obscure movies. We're all good. Just keep forgetting about us. Generational appropriation. This is the way. We like it this way. Glad. I don't want to be involved. I'm very happy with the arrangement. Very, very good. And thank you for asking. I prefer it this way. Don't really give a shit. Is that something people care about? Well, okay. I guess it's good to have hobbies. But I'm one of those Genks guys. And id gaff. Fine by me. I'm great with it. Frankly. Couldn't care less. It's fine, fuck it. They weren't. They were blamed for everything in the 90s. There just wasn't the internet to document the shit talk. Social media and meme culture came about as the focus shifted to millennials. It's now shifting away from millennials to Gen Z. Meh. Who the fuck cares? It's all good. At least the millennials and Gen Zers aren't falling for the same shit about going to college, having kids, etc. That's all I care about. We were the last generation to fall for that boomer nonsense. And I take some pride in the hopes that we will be nothing like them when we hit 60 plus. Slackers unite. One of these days. Or not. Whatever. What difference would it make? Grew up when it was almost certain there would be global nuclear war, which by some miracle did not happen. Have lived through 4 once-in-a-lifetime global economic catastrophes. Black Monday. .com crash. GFC. COVID-19, all on borrowed time and a dying planet while trying to put together some kind of lifestyle, a fraction of the lavishness our baby boomer parents got handed to them. Those of us that have kids are trying best as possible to work out how to help them survive in a hostile, narcissistic, shitty world where people can't even think for themselves anymore. Not being in memes or posting constantly on social media about how we're feeling or what we identify as just seems like a waste of life. Nobody ever cared what we had to say before.